Hi, my name is Bruce, and I'm getting drunk with buds. That's too fast!
I think it's called double fisting.
Not from the area I'm from.
Welcome everyone to Drunk with Buds, a show about sharing a drink with my friends and having discussions you would normally find at a bar. My name is Brian, and I have a very special guest today. His name is Bruce. Welcome to the show, Bruce.
Thanks for having me.
Are you a craft beer drinker?
Occasionally.
Okay, all right. So we normally don't have people who drink craft beers. But I am also joined by two of my bag pod mates, Phil Honer.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
And
first time I talked today.
And Gare Bear.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going, guys?
It's going good.
Doing good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Ready to try some. I love craft beer. I'm a big craft beer drinker.
We got a good lineup today, and I'll discuss that in a little bit. But as always, I find all my information about the beers we drink on the Untapped app. That's UNTAPPD. It's an app where you can discover all types of beers, learn about them, and rate them as you drink them. I use it all the time. I fucking love it. Find me on there at BW Town to see what I've been drinking. Bruce, do you use it?
No, I don't. I just drink beers. I don't comment about them.
He's such a Gen Xer.
Yeah, thanks. But barely.
This show is brought to you by Save Our Livers. Save Our Livers is a service that provides you with a big bag full of various hangover remedies. Bags start as low as $5, and if you use promo code THEBAG, you get 10% off your entire order. That's SaveOurLivers.com. Promo code THEBAG for 10% off.
Nice, I love it.
You love it, yeah.
I haven't used it yet.
It works, man. It's the real
I've
deal.
still only used it once, but I still feel it to this day.
And it helps our
More
bank
bang
account.
for your buck there.
It helps our bank account, too.
Yep.
Also, Drunk with Buds has merch on the website Teespring. Teespring does great work. I ordered a hoodie from there of my own logo, yes, and it was comfortable and I love it. Go to teespring.com/stores/drunkwithbuds and use promo code HOLIDAY20 to get 20% off now until December 4th.
I also got one of those. I would definitely get a size up, though, because it shrunk.
Yeah, you just don't know how to wash your clothes.
I don't.
Also, last shout out to the Bag Podcast. We are part of the Bag Network, and they just released a new Thanksgiving special episode as well as a new YouTube video. You can find all their information on social medias at Bag Podcast, as well as finding the show anywhere you get podcasts.
Check them out.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Garrett.
Check them out. They're pretty cool.
Garrett.
They're
Honer.
pretty good. I'm halfway through that episode right now.
Yeah.
Bruce is a.
How'd it sound? Did it sound better?
It sounded definitely better.
Hell yeah, new mic.
It's the gold mic.
Yeah.
I don't
Which
have
one's
to-
that right now?
Mine.
Oh,
Usually I had a hard time. I had to turn the volume all the way up and just barely hear some of you.
And it was fine this time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
All the way
I thought
across
it
the
sounded
board.
really good.
No, I just need to get one. All
Yeah,
right,
you do.
so let's get to it. Today, my buddy Bruce
That's me.
is doing something different. He is
Flipping the
actually
script.
bringing me the beers.
He brought the beers.
He
Hell
brought them,
yeah.
and I can smell it. That smells good. I
Tastes
only
good.
know of one. So what did you bring to me first, Bruce?
El Segundo has Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA.
So this is like one that I've been anticipating for a long time. It's only brewed in California.
Yep.
And so if you know Stone Cold Steve Austin, he partnered with El Segundo, and he made this IPA.
Yep, the fine vendor of Craft Shack delivered it to my door.
Craft
Yeah,
Shack.
shout
That's
out
where you got
Craft
it.
Shack.
You never sent me the link.
I was keeping that secret. I didn't want you to sneak some beers ahead of time.
So I've got a
Oh, yeah.
Broken Skull IPA pulled up on this app.
Go ahead, hit me with the style guide ratings.
The style guy says Broken Skull IPA, a badass 6.7% India Pale Ale, designed by Steve Austin and ESBC, which is El Segundo Brewing Company, for the working man and women. It features Citra, Cascade, and Chinook hops. So it's 3 different kinds of hops to deliver big flavor with an easy finish. Now stop reading and start enjoying this awesome beer. Cheers, Steve.
Awesome. Yeah,
And-
so the can is pretty fucking dope. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the can.
It is, and it feels really cool too.
We'll post a picture.
So when Steve Austin goes to like Raw or pay-per-views, he drinks these now. So these get
That's
thrown
awesome.
up, and he's chugging these, and these are a lot stronger than his Miller Lights and shit.
Oh, so these get thrown out onto the stage or whatever, onto the whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So out of the
He goes-
13,000 check-ins on this beer has a 3.89 rating out of 5. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I think that's the highest rating on the show.
3 point what?
8.9.
No,
Well, no,
no,
it's
it's
cool.
not.
No, like from the reviews of Untapped.
No.
No.
I've had like 4.20s
All right.
on the show.
Oh.
You must not be
Damn.
listening.
I wasn't invited to that one.
Yes, no.
You didn't think that through, did you, Gary?
No, I
It was
didn't.
Miller Lite.
Oh, that's totally wrong then.
All right, Bruce. Since you're new to the show, we have to get to know you and your beer drinking experiences. So, do you prefer beer or liquor?
Beer.
Beer, hands down. So, do you not like liquor? Or you just
Oh, I like liquor too.
Yeah.
I just prefer beer.
for sure. What's your go-to right now? Do you have one? Because
Yeah.
you like crafts.
I like crafts, but I am a huge Canadian beer fan. So
Oh, you're from Canada, eh?
yeah, they don't speak like that.
the
But
West Side
I love
does.
a good Labatt Blue. But be careful when you're in Canada. When you order a Labatt Blue, they will throw you out
Why?
Why?
because it's blue. We don't say
Oh, it's Labatt.
we don't say Anheuser's Busch Light or anything like that. It's Busch Light. Their beer is called Blue or Blue Light.
That's
Interesting.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And they always can tell when you're an American, other than accent, if you the way you order it.
I would the blue.
So yeah, I get a blue.
Da bleu.
Mostly Canadian. One of my favorite beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But craft wise, I do like Granite City's Burning Barn,
And then they're done.
and
now.
it's really good.
They're closed
but
down
They're
now.
closed down in this area, except for Fort Wayne.
For fuck.
Sure.
So I forgot to say, everybody tasted it already?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your first thoughts? Phil, go ahead. You're looking like you want to tell me something.
Tell 'em something.
It tastes smooth, actually. I don't like IPAs. I say this every time. I am not a fan of IPAs, but I don't taste the hops.
Really?
Like, it just tastes really...
I have to concur.
Smooth.
I do not like IPAs, and I would drink this.
yeah, I would...
It's smooth. It's I can smell like a citrusness to it, and it's
Yeah.
refreshing. It's I think this would be a great summer beer.
yeah, it tastes like a... Kind of tastes like a... domestic. Like a domestic beer, but just, like, stronger.
I don't know, man. I love it.
I like it a lot too. I can definitely taste the
I was
hops.
gonna say I taste the hops for sure, but
It's very hoppy to me,
But not
it
to
is
me.
it is very smooth, which is nice. It's not a big.
It doesn't blast you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the IPAs just blast you with that hops. I mean,
Yeah.
it Stone Cold
I'm out.
stuns you with the hops.
Oh man, we'll see who gets done
It's
later.
very piney.
I'm sorry. So we won't rate it yet, but it seems like everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's worth the wait for me. I think it's really delicious. Actually, it's like one of the top IPAs I've had in a while. So, Bruce, do you remember the first time you started drinking?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Where was it? What were you doing?
Backyard of my neighbor's house.
Oh.
He had this really big yard, and I would just bring my bat and a tennis ball or a wiffle ball, and he would throw me. And the next neighbor's yard had a big fence, so that was the Wrigley Field. It was all full of vines and stuff like that. And if I hit one over, he'd be like, "Hey, you want that's a little snag on my Busch beer or a Coors or whatever?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I got really good at hitting home runs.
How old are you?
How old was I? The first time I had that happen was like 9 or 10.
Damn, that's everybody. Everybody on the show
It's not true.
is like, well, not me either,
No.
but a lot of my guests are like, yeah, I was like 9, 10. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Really?
well, the older you get, I'm surprised that number doesn't drop.
Right.
So
I mean-
when did you start drinking consistently? Like,
It was college
College,
consistently. I had a couple, high school occasional party and stuff, but I didn't really seek out to go to drinking and stuff like that. But it was college during my rugby days, especially during my rugby days.
you played rugby?
Oh yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah. I played.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a national champ, 1998.
What?
IU Mud Sharks.
Nah.
Yeah.
Debatable.
Final four appearance
Show
in
us-
1997.
Show us the records.
I have a medal at home.
Well, it's not here, so I don't know.
Okay, we want to go outside and I'll attack your ass real hard?
No, we don't have to do that. But that's cool. So, do you have any college stories then? You went to IU, you said, right?
Yep, I went to IU Bloomington.
So you must have been partying a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cause
Yeah. So I got overseas. Every spring break, we went to a different country to go play. So we got overseas
What the
adventures. We got in the States, like my Zulu tribe, the first time you score on the A-side team, you have a tradition you have to do at the party afterwards. So that's what rugby's all about.
Drinking?
You go to war. Yes, actually, you go to war with the team that you're on. But as soon as it's over, you're high-fiving them. You're giving them, like, congratulations, handshakes. And then the host team throws a giant party.
With the other team?
With the other team.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
that is
And
awesome.
you mingle, you have fun, and then they have different traditions. And if you scored your first time on the A side, which is what you would call like the varsity games like that, everyone plays, by the way. So like if you didn't make it on the team, the other team is required, and you're required to have your backups play a full game right afterwards. So everyone gets to play, everyone gets to get better. And so I scored it the first time. It was my second game, but the first time on A squad, I had a nice pick play and ran all the way back and put it down. And so afterwards, it's like, oh, Zulu. That's all you hear is Zulu. I'm coming in. And then I had a table, such as like a regular sized kitchen table. And it had 15 pairs of boots on it from the game. And 15 shots of beer in every single one. And I had to drink everyone out of everyone's boot.
Yummy.
That's gross.
Yes, it's gross, but everyone's had to do it for the lifetime of it. Especially like in the 70s when Mark Cuban was an IU mug shark. He did it too.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
So
I saw Post Malone did it one time at a concert.
Out of his own booth?
It was, yeah.
So yeah, we have alumni
That's-
events and stuff all the time, and Cuban and some of the bigger guys are like, whoa,
You had a better college experience than I did. That's
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
Most of them come around with Cuban. When IU went to the Final Four,
Yeah.
he would just buy everyone's alcohol at the bars and stuff like that. Like he created a TV station called HDNet. I don't remember if you remember that back in the day. You guys might have been a little bit young, but it was one of the first high definition stations, only to be able to put IU games on it so he could watch it wherever he was.
What the fuck?
He's ridiculous. He does some cool shit with his money because he sold his a tech company, right, to
Yep.
make his first like millions of dollars, and then just continued to make good investments after that. Now he owns the Mavericks.
Did you see what he said about esports though?
No.
So he invested in Overwatch League at the
Yeah, he bought a
Dallas
team, right?
The Dallas team.
Mm-hmm.
But he said that esports is a horrible investment
Damn.
in the U.S.
Right now,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said there's like no return whatsoever.
I think that's going to be changing because a lot of
Well, he
predictors.
said that the games change so much, like with patches and like
Yeah.
Fortnite changes every month, so it's like it's hard to sustain. So,
In esports like that,
have a
Overwatch,
profit. I can see that, but
Overwatch, Halo,
I think
those games.
I agree with a lot of the pundits saying that esports might be an Olympic event pretty soon. I mean, countries are already having their own.
You
teams.
could go to college for it right now.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
get a cost scholarship to go play esports.
So
right
this
now.
is a big thing. I don't know if you know, but he wants to. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but open his own esports gym.
Yeah.
So he's done a lot of research on it.
see, that would be cool.
Yeah, it's
Right.
just a place you can go. You pay like a gym membership, and you get to play competitions like tournaments or just one-on-ones. And we're going to keep all of your records. So like you can challenge someone who's there, another player, and be like, right now, Mario Kart in the back, boom, and we'll have it up. We'll have little referees running around, making sure. And because it's a live event, we can actually host tournaments, and you can win money because
And you can
it's
stream all those too.
Yeah.
Make money off the internet.
yeah. So you can have a 10-year-old can come in and still win money because it's alive. It's showing your skin. You're there. Online, you can't because it's just the rules of
You can't bet
government.
on your
you can't
games.
you can't bet on over states and stuff like that, and your age matters. Here it doesn't because it's a live event. You come in and you can go. So I money pool for the people, and then I'm hosting and I pull some of that back too.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
a
think-
pretty good idea.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, I'd be afraid of like parents doing it, just dropping their kids off and like leaving them, like keeping you as a babysitter type.
I could see that, but I mean, I'm taking their money, so
Yeah.
that's
As long
not
as you
so
pay,
bad.
whatever.
And then I would actually go in there and find out whatever you would need to be considered a safe place, so kids can come if they're on the run or they're scared and come and just be here.
Right.
You know, get that kind of label. I think I'd get more, things like that.
Yeah, that'd be good for the neighborhood too. Yeah. So you had to drink 15 boots, you said.
Yeah.
Do you have any other crazy stories?
Sure. I once went party hopping down in Bloomington, and I had a 30-pack, a cube, as they used to call them, of Ice House. And it's a terrible, terrible beer. But if you wanted to get fucked up, it was pretty quick because it was 2 beers to 1 on a domestic level. Damn. So I started, and carrying this thing around, and as it got warmer, I got more shit mucked, and I don't remember the last 2 hours. I had to be told what happened. The only time I've ever smoked a cigarette, I guess, was during that time. Shit. I don't count it because I don't remember it.
I didn't do it. No proof.
So we go from this party, just walk in, because if you're coming in with a beer, no one ever stops you. It's like, oh, he's contributing. Oh, but it was mine. Yeah. No, you can't have it. Oh, you're pretty hot. Yes, you can have one.
That's hilarious, right? Yeah, you're already like drunk, so you're just handing these beers out. You had 30 of them. That can last you quite a long time.
Oh, yeah,
did you tailgate a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Every weekend?
Did the shittiest football team in NCAA? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah?
That's
They're good
awesome.
this year, though.
I was there during the Randall L years.
Who's that?
Antoine Randall L. He was one of the first two-way quarterbacks. He became a Steeler for a long time as a wide receiver.
Oh.
But he was a quarterback for IU.
Interesting.
Did he do anything for him?
For IU, I mean, we almost went to a bowl game a couple times.
Hell yeah.
That's big for IU.
That's awesome.
Not now, but
So Bruce,
Yeah.
I heard you're into D&D.
Yeah, I play D&D and
Fucking nerd.
Pathfinder. Yeah.
What a dweeb,
Wow.
dude.
Hey, we rule the world now.
Oh, shit. That's true.
I've never played it.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah, you're missing out, dude. It's like a fantasy world that's just amazing.
My bed's a fantasy world.
Yeah, that's a lie. The only time you see it's in your dreams.
Oh. All right, so what about D&D? Someone wanted to...
what is it? Kind of explain. Sometimes maybe listeners don't.
It's like half a board game, but it's cooperative. Yes,
So you've seen Stranger Things,
I have.
and they play D&D.
They do
Is
an
it-
earlier edition of it. Yes,
Is it like that?
it's similar. I mean, it's come a long way from then. But I mostly DM or GM, depending on the system, which is the Dungeon Master or the Game Master.
So you DM.
Yes, I DM for the most part. I have been a player, and I do enjoy playing, but I get more of my enjoyment out of dungeon mastering. I am like your rules guy. You're going to be you're going to draw up these characters, and you're going to play them. And you're going to be like, I want to jump off this ledge and slide down the roof. How do I do that? I'm like, okay, you're going to roll this, and I'll just tell you, and then I'll tell you the result. And you roll high, obviously you're doing good, and I'll be like, I'll give you some flair, how well you did it. Like you did it with a couple somersaults, and you landed your feet like nothing, like ain't no thing. And it's pretty much how it is. I'm going to create a world, and I'm going to describe it to all the players.
Weird.
And I'm gonna have I'm gonna have
cool.
events running through it. Like I keep a calendar, and these events happen at these different times. And if you're there, you're there. If you're not, but your choices matter. You will influence the world.
Now, could you base it off in like 2,300?
Yeah, I can.
Based on
I've
the
done.
future every year?
I did about 5 years ago. I ran a zombie adventure that took place in Plymouth.
Oh shit!
Wait, so you played on the board game?
Yeah, I created the map took a map of Plymouth, and the guys
that's
who played,
cool.
they woke up because they got knocked out, and they were the only ones that were still humans that they knew of, and the zombies started coming after them in Plymouth, and they're all from Plymouth, so they had a sense of like what to do. I said, you have 12 hours because I had you see these flyers saying that the U.S. is going to nuke to keep this. You have 12 hours to get out of Plymouth.
So you thought of that idea?
Yes.
That's awesome.
That is pretty cool. But I do like the futuristic of like 3019, like a 1,000 years from now.
You can do future. They
We've got Cybertrucks driving everywhere.
The people pick Pathfinder called Paizo. They have what they call Starfinder, and it all takes place in like the far future. So
That's awesome.
you have spaceships
That'd be
and
really
things
cool.
like that.
So he was talking about how he invited Phil, And then I said, oh, he's invited me before. I was like, that'd be pretty cool. I was like, if you go, I go. And then he's like, I could set it up to where we could do a game. It'd be like him, another guy from work, his name's Larry, and then us three. And then we would just do like 5 or 6 sessions of a game. And
That'd be awesome.
I think it would be pretty fun.
Where at? Your house?
It doesn't really matter. I have a lot of different connections. There's a game store downtown called the Griffin. Shout out to the Griffin Bookstore. And they let me use their game room. Sometimes I get to use it and when they're closed. So it'll just be us up there.
Yeah.
Can you
And
drink
then, pardon?
Can you drink?
Yes.
Wow. That's a defining factor.
Drunk with Buds D&D episode.
Yeah, Drunken Buds
We
D&D
could-
episode. Recording these is a big hit on podcasts right now. There's a lot of big podcasts out there where it's just famous people who are running D&D games and are recording it while they're doing it.
What about, have you heard of Harmon Quest?
Yes, Harmon Quest.
Harmon
Vin
Quest is
Diesel,
great.
every time he acts with a new actor, he plays a game of D&D with them. So every actor he's supposedly have acted with, he's played a game of D&D with.
Who?
Vin Diesel.
I don't fucking believe that The Rock sat down and played.
I believe The Rock would fucking love it.
Yeah, I
Imagine him-
totally believe it.
No, I don't.
There's just other guys like that, like Joe Manganiello. Whoa, Joe Manganiello, he's a huge D&D fan. So much so that the company that owns it, Wizards of the Coast, they employ him. He writes adventures and does different things.
I saw Terry Crews did one on YouTube one
Yep.
time, and that was cool to watch. It was actually fun.
You would like Harmon Quest because like it's on VRV or whatever. I have that app and it's a cartoon and they just illustrate what they do.
They illustrate what they did.
That's pretty cool.
And it's
pretty
so
cool.
funny because like it's a comedy. They do a
Oh,
comedy
that is
stuff.
cool.
Harmon,
So it's like
Dan
drunk
Harmon
history.
is the creator of Community.
Yeah.
So
and Rick and Morty.
And Rick and Morty.
Nice.
So he's hilarious. And they do 2 episodes on Community that are D&D based.
Yeah.
Which are really good.
I think it'd be fun.
I'm down to try it.
All you do, you create your own character.
I would just pull you aside and we'll take about an hour and we'll figure out what your character is with like
It
different.
takes an hour to do that.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Okay.
And we're going to pick different like quirks and stuff that your character has, what they're really good at, and you ask you any kind of questions, your background, like where you're from, and all that stuff. And you're just going to play them.
Can we do a future one? I don't want to do like old times. I want to do like a futuristic one.
Like not Renaissance. You want to do a future. What about the zombies? You'd rather do
Future
zombies would be cool
zombies.
too.
Like I can do like what we call modern would be now, or we can do future ones too. My specialty is the older ones, but for a small set, I can do those pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm down.
I think the zombie one would be really cool.
Okay.
We could even like do it in just northern Indiana. So we had, like he said, like you kind of have
I could easily just place it right in South Bend, Mishawaka.
right, like you have the knowledge of the locations of like where things at. Like you go out on Grape Road, you know where the Walmart's at. You gotta go to Midwest
Post up
Gun.
at the galley.
If you really want to get it like really trippy, we could just I can make you play yourself.
Let's do it.
Don't get mad at me when I say like your strength is only like low.
Wow.
Because it
This is
is.
supposed to be realistic.
It'd be higher than Phil's.
I don't know, dude. I got these die cutting arms, dog.
I got the tire grip, bitch.
Yeah, your hands. That's cool.
Yeah.
Your fortitude would be quite high though of how much beer you drank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, we won't do that though.
Oh, okay.
That hurt my feelings.
So I did actually. I kind of remember my one character that I had because I've only played it once. His name was Larix Ulo. He was a fucking half orc, half human, and he had like 2 staffs. So he was like
Hell
a
yeah.
mage,
And
but like,
100% bitch.
but we never did it like where we actually like used our words like or like talk like them. So I was like really excited to use it because I was like Larix Ulo. That'd be so fucking badass.
I have a player in one of my longest ones, and he plays a gnome named Heinrich, and he makes him sound like Einstein.
Hell yes.
Heinrich.
I heard it's so much better when you actually like get into the character. Because
Right.
like when I played it, we were like still kind of confused. So we were kind of bullshitting in the beginning. We're like, oh, can we do this? Stupid stuff. And then the DM's all like, yeah, you guys can do that. They get kind of pissed because it's like, well, we don't really know how to play. So we were just fucking around seeing what we could do, and you could literally do anything.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, but then once we actually started getting into it, we got into it.
My character starts to hump
Yeah.
the rock.
And
The
then
rock
they're like,
or the rock.
A-Rock.
and they're like, how hard are you humping? And he goes, oh, I'm putting it in your thing. I'm like, well, let me see if like
Wasting
you
energy.
hurt yourself a little bit here.
Yeah. And then you roll it. If you get a 1, then you like get a sprain or something.
Yeah, like if
get
you
a
roll,
penis
if you
sprain.
roll the 1, you went to hit the rock of your dick, and you missed, and you hit the roses right next to it.
See?
Yeah, I'm down.
Didn't work out for me.
That'd be a good time. That would be fun.
Set it up, man. I'm down.
Okay.
Down.
Good.
Larry said he'd be down too.
Yeah, he said it.
It would be nice too because he's the DM, and then Larry plays almost every week, so he has a vast knowledge of it too. So he would actually be a character with us, so he would kind of
And he could suggest shit.
right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you could take his lead a little bit. You do
Right.
what you're going to do, but he help focus what was going on
Yeah.
because he's experienced.
Yeah, he would be nice.
Stay
to
tuned,
help
everybody, because we're going to do a D&D show.
Oh,
So
snap.
what if we just started up a podcast like that, and then just forgot about the bag and drunk butts, and we just got
We
into
just
that.
get famous from a D&D podcast.
We just got really into it.
Started a whole new
I don't think
podcast.
people have
We
known
should start a whole new
D&D means
podcast.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It does.
That never was made clear,
No.
but
And then Pathfinder is the other system I use. It's very similar.
okay.
D&D does not mean Pamela Lee's tits. Shout out. You know that one.
Yeah.
That's your age group.
Yeah, never was a big fan.
Oh. Anyways. All right, so we're about to finish with these drinks. I want everybody to rate them.
They raped them.
They rate them.
I say everybody to rate them.
Out of 5?
I love how we're still on this beer though. I feel like it's
Well,
been
it's
like
a
a
tall boy,
half
man.
hour.
Yeah, it was a 16 ouncer.
So it's a whole fucking pint.
All I said was I love how
You
we're
were the
on this.
everyone's done. Oh, there he goes. He's done.
I
All
would
right.
say, out of 5, I'd say 4.5.
Oh, snap.
4.5. So is this one of the best IPAs you've ever had?
It is the best IPA I've ever had.
I would have to say
best.
I would have to say the same, but I wouldn't give it that high because I don't drink IPAs, so I give it like a 4.2.
What the fuck, Phil? I said quarters.
4.25.
Out
Yeah.
of quarters.
2.5, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Say it to my face next
So
time.
it's either a 4 or a 4.25. And you said 4.25.
I did.
Final
I'm
answer.
going to untap now to let them know what I just said.
All right, baby. Garrett?
It was just I drink a lot of IPAs, so I'm gonna give this was a good one, but I don't know if it was the best I've ever had, so I'll give it a 3.75.
Whatever,
That's
dude.
good. That's a good rating.
Did a good.
I feel like I would like even more. May even give it a 5 on a hot summer day after like mowing the yard
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
I wish it was a
feel like
little
that's
bit colder,
It's
but
a summer beer to me.
Yeah.
Is it worth $10 a pint, though?
Oh,
no.
That number goes down the more you get because the shipping is the same.
Oh, okay. So you order as much as you can.
Yeah.
I would give it a 4. I really enjoy this. It's smooth. It's clean. It is hoppy. I taste hops.
it is very.
Wow.
I think it's pretty happy. It's
But
light.
I say I
though.
like the taste of hops. Yeah, it's like 4 out of 5. Probably one of the best ones I've rated on the show. So
What'd you said 4? Oh, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
I said 4.5.
All right. So we're done drinking this one. He's got another one for me, which I don't know what it is yet.
Darkness.
Ooh. So we'll be right back with another beer and pub talk.
Pubba talk.
It's pub talk. It's pub talk.
All right, we are back.
brother's a tool.
Bruce brought us another one, dude. What'd you bring, Bruce?
Peanut butter chocolate.
Peanut butter,
Milk
chocolate,
stout.
milk, stout.
The absence of light.
So who's this by?
It's
Four Hands Brewery.
Four Hands Brewery.
There's Four Hands Brewery from St. Louis. It's a milk stout. The cover's really fucking cool. It's got like a little turd nugget on the front.
It looks like a frog.
I don't know.
Chocolate horned
He looks
frog.
like a
What
chocolate
kind of
monster.
frogs do you look at, dude?
The creepy kind.
Almost like Clayface, you know,
Yeah.
from the Batman stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge fan of peanut butter.
So am I. Peanut butter and chocolate, banana, milkshakes. Oh,
No bananas, please.
No, it makes
But-
it. It makes it.
You don't like bananas?
Phil already had this. Phil, what'd you think of it?
It actually tastes really good, dude. It's so
Really
smooth
good,
and chocolatey. It tastes like chocolate cake and
As
peanut butter.
Okay, right.
So I
As
got
I
the-
taste this, go ahead.
I got
Garrett.
the style
Hit us
guide.
with the facts.
The Fox R.
Style guide.
This is the new and improved peanut butter chocolate milk stout. This is a beer that deserves to stand on its own, so we rebranded it and gave it a bit more body. The beer is now 7.1%, but still holds the same flavor profile you all loved from years past.
This shit is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Out
man.
of 28,000
Have you had this
reviews
before?
or check-ins,
No, I purposely brought beers that none of us had on purpose.
That is awesome.
this was rated 4.09, so that's a good high rating.
This is probably my favorite stout ever.
It's so good.
Just starting to drink it. Dude.
Yeah, that's fucking...
So when I see peanut butter stouts and stuff, and chocolate stouts, whatever, milk stouts, whatever the fuck you don't, I'm always picturing it to taste like this.
Yeah.
It never tastes like this one. I always picture it to taste like this one. This one actually fucking captured
so smooth.
what I wanted it to taste like, and it's fucking perfect.
Thank you, Benny's
I won't
in
rate it.
Chicago.
Benny's.
Dude,
Chicago.
peanut butter chocolate stouts are like my favorite. They're so
Dude,
good.
This
This
is-
one's
It doesn't even taste like a dark beer.
No.
Well,
And
it tastes like a chocolate cake.
With my rugby days, I'm used to Guinness, and
Yeah. This tastes very fucking good.
Yeah.
That peanut butter
do you
makes it,
have-
man.
Do you have? I'll look it up on Untappd.
there's some stories
I have
about
it
like
up.
Let me see it.
Have you been doing reviews?
No, we didn't.
Oh my god, those are the best parts.
So you said 20. Did you read the? I was just too busy orgasming over this. Did you read the style guide?
Yes.
Okay.
yes. Have you guys had Guinness before?
A long
Yes,
time
I love
ago.
Guinness.
Okay,
haven't
I
had it in a
love
long
Guinness
time.
too. Have you? The American Guinness is different than Irish Guinness. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Because they make it here, so the
water.
the water's different and things like it's very heavy,
Yeah.
but it's not as heavy as over in Ireland. Like you can put maybe like a bottle cap on top of the head here in the Guinness, and it would stay up for a little bit before it sank. You can put a spoon, and it will stand
shit.
straight up.
Not that thick.
It's that thick. And it's a meal in
Yeah.
Ireland, and it's so good, so good.
A lot of people that are reviewing this are saying it's a good dessert.
Yeah. Well, it says on the can pairings chocolate cake, which that's a lot of chocolate.
I don't know. It's so good. I am a huge peanut butter chocolate fan, and I don't even think I'm drinking a beer right now.
No, it doesn't taste like a beer at all. And
It tastes like they just grind it up like a chocolate cake and
right,
mix it with peanut butter.
7.1% too. So I was telling them I had a beer, a peanut butter chocolate stout on Wednesday. This tops it. I think the other one was more peanut buttery, which was weird. This is a little more chocolatey,
I want that.
but
Oh no, it's like the smell. I mean, the aroma.
Yeah.
Yes, you can smell the chocolate and the peanut butter. And if you take a whiff right before you take a drink, your imagination fills in the rest like you're eating.
Feels like a chocolate peanut butter bar after
yeah, the
the
aftertaste is
It just
just
sits there, but it's good.
Kind of like a Reese's.
Yep.
I would
don't
just put
go
it like
Reese's.
a Fifth Avenue.
I don't know what that is.
I've never had that.
It's a chocolate bar with peanut butter and in the middle, and then
Yeah, like a
I
Snickers.
assume that's what it was.
no peanuts. There's no peanuts. There's no peanut butter in Snickers.
Josh H
I
says,
love Snickers.
deep flavor but very smooth. The peanut butter is nicely subtle, not as strange as I was expecting. Pleasantly surprised. 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
You should have read that in the voice because that's the best. You can always redo it, dude. Oh.
And when it comes to D,
I think I like the aftertaste so much.
Peanut buttery
goodness.
Just take little sips so you just get aftertaste after aftertaste.
So good. All right. So you guys are nerds.
definitely. But I'm also a jock. I'm both.
You're
I'm
what?
not. I hate
I'm a jock
jocks.
and a nerd.
Jock strap.
At least I need one, unlike you.
Oh.
You ain't got no dick.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so what is you're into comics?
Yes, I am into comics.
So one of my favorite comic book superheroes, is Batman,
The Dark Knight.
Pretty good.
the Dark Knight. Is he your favorite?
He's not my favorite, but I am the shittiest version of Bruce Wayne. Did you know that?
The fuck does that
Here we
mean?
go.
No,
Bruce Wayne and I have the same birthday,
and the name.
and we're both Bruce. And I'm also adopted. I was orphaned in a way as well.
Really?
Yeah. So I always see in the multiverse of things, I am probably the shittiest version of Bruce Wayne, but I'm still Bruce Wayne.
We've talked about this, how in the multiverse of all the Bruce Waynes, he's the worst.
I'm the worst. But I'm still Batman.
So
Are you Batman? No. Are you Batman? No.
So you could turn into
Batman, dude.
Batman.
Fucking Batman.
I'm a horrible Batman. No money.
No skill.
No skills.
But you could turn into the Joker,
I could. Yeah.
which is one of my favorite villains of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you only?
Go ahead, sir.
I was gonna say, Brian. Do you only know Batman and Joker storyline? You don't know any other heroes or villains?
Superman.
No, I mean like
You mean Super Doug?
Yeah, he sucks. What?
Like Batman and another villain, like the Penguin or Two-Face.
yeah. Do you not know anything else besides those two?
Those are just like the prolific ones. Those are like the.
The only ones that you know. Okay.
Well,
No.
the Joker is really good, but if as a Batman villain, I'm partial to Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze is cool.
They really designed him.
What, Phil?
He's cold.
For the animated Batman series, they changed how he was and made his story so tragic that you're like
You want to
why?
root for him almost?
Oh yeah, because
That's kind of what they did with Joker in
well,
the
in
new movie.
the movie. Yeah.
In the new movie, yeah.
because his wife was dying of a horrible disease and he had to freeze her and
Yeah.
the experiment went wrong, which made him stuck in why he has to be cold and stuff like that.
Well, that's the same storyline as Batman Forever.
Yeah, right?
Well, they continued that because in the animated Batman, when they
Arnold.
changed it, they used that as their canon when they added the
Okay.
Batman Beyond and the
Right.
Superman Chronicles.
Yeah.
Later on there. There's so much I could tell you about like the animated series. Like all animation before always used white paper, and they would color everything in. Why the Batman animated was such over the top, like wow, this is so great. They started with black paper
'Cause it was
and
dark.
and they colored on it. So like it changed
That's
animation for forever. They're like, wait, what? It was clear or white paper. They would start on, and they're like, no, we're going to give it this gothic. We're going to start with black and bring light to it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That makes so much sense.
I didn't even know they did it that way.
That's awesome.
Because nowadays I just think of like the digital. You know what I mean? Like
well,
everybody's-
digital was very small in the 90s.
right. Yeah.
I mean, like it was an animated cartoon that was in prime time.
Right.
That's when it first came out. So like they treated it adults, kids could watch,
But it was for
adults.
the
Stories
adults.
were for adults and everything.
That's
That's
awesome.
fucking badass. That's why I love the Batman.
Batman's pretty rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's your favorite then?
My favorite superhero or just
DC.
in the DC? Ooh, you're probably gonna hate on me. My favorite DC character is Zatanna.
Man. What?
Zatanna.
Okay, never
But I
heard
don't
of
even know who that is.
She does magic.
She does magic, and her magic spells are saying the words in backwards speak. And she wears a top hat.
So
And
she's kind of like Yoda.
no, she says the actual even the
So she
letters.
says the words, he says the sentences.
So if you
Yeah.
read a sentence out, everything, like she just pronounces everything backwards and it becomes a spell.
Is she hot?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's pretty good looking. Yes. She has a Batman correlation. She grew up with Bruce at the same age. She's from Gotham. There was a little flirtations for a while.
Why hasn't she been in any of the movies?
Because I think DC's scared to use magic. And when the Suicide
Yeah.
Squad came out with Enchantress, they used a little bit of magic and it didn't do so great.
The movie was trash, though.
The movie was trash because the DC came in and said, "Hey, you made a movie. Here, let us change half of it."
Yeah.
And then we test both different parts. And some parts they liked over here and some parts over here. And they're like, you know what? We're just going to smash it all together. You couldn't tell what was going on in that movie.
Which movie?
Suicide Squad.
The-
Yep.
just like
When you were describing, I was like, wait, is he talking about Suicide Squad?
the
Yes.
Enchantress was
Yeah.
the villain.
I can't
Gotcha.
remember the director right now for this, but he did that tank movie, Fury.
Yeah, that was a good
Fury
movie.
Road. That's a great movie. And he's a huge Star Wars fan. So if you've seen that movie, you didn't realize the Nazis when they were shooting, it was green, like a green flare from their shots, and then all the Allies were shooting with a red flare, just like in Star Wars.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, I thought it was blue.
No, not when
Okay, I
they're
guess they
shooting the
changed
guns.
the clones.
Well, the
in the
blue,
original.
not on the guns. Guns have always been green and red. It's the lightsabers that were like blue,
Okay.
green, red, orange later, and purple.
Do you think they need to release the Snyder Cut?
I'm pretty sure they're going to on HBO.
I think they
now.
have to. Yeah, HBO
I'm
Max.
pretty sure they're going to do that.
So, okay, tell me about that. What happened there?
Well, that
Because Justice League sucked.
yeah, it was pretty bad. There's parts that were okay, and
Okay. Before I loved the casting. Every single superhero in it, I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, David Ayer.
But yeah, go ahead.
I think from what I remember from all the different things, because it's a couple years back now, he's been having a lot of problems with a lot of movies. Like, he was the director in Bohemian Rhapsody and walked out, and the cast finished that movie. So,
well, it's because he does things a certain way, and then they come in and they don't think that his vision is.
there's that, but he also has personal problems. I don't remember one of these movies. He had a problem with, like, I think his wife or something like that. Like, and so he couldn't be there all the time. So
I think that was this one.
maybe. And then Josh Whedon came in, and I like Josh is fine, but anytime you're taking over something in the middle, it's just going to be muddled. Like, his vision and his vision, like, how are you going to take over? Unless you're going to shoot the whole thing. Like, I personally like the movie Solo. Did you see Solo?
Loved it.
I thought it was pretty good. A lot of people hated it, but I would like to see the Lord and Miller version. They did Lego Batman, and they're the ones that did halfway, and then Ron Howard came in and finished it. And you could see what's Ron Howard, but there was aspects. I could see him on the fringes of that movie where I was like, oh, there's comedy here.
Lego Batman was awesome.
And why did they stop? Kathleen Kennedy, who's in charge of Star Wars for Disney, said Lord and Miller out, Ron Howard in. I want to see that. I would like to see that version of Solo to see what was there.
Solo was a good movie, but like you said, like, there was aspects of it. It's like what? I mean, that could have been better.
Like, why are they running away in the casino? The whole casino scene everybody complained about. Is that one?
I think you're
That's
believing
The
in
Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
Oh,
Ryan Johnson.
That Last Jedi was trash, Brian.
okay.
These last
Sorry.
few have been.
I
very-
like.
I'm trying to think of a Solo.
I like The Last Jedi for
Does
making bold
Solo
moves.
have Amelia Clark? Is that who it was?
And Solo, yeah.
Yeah.
I like The Last Jedi for bold moves that he decided to do, but at the same time, he essentially made that movie, in my opinion, to say "fuck you" to The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Like,
they
everything
upped
that was set
they
up on
did.
there, he's like, "Oh yeah, that's out the fucking door. This is my movie."
I still liked it.
I still like the movie.
Right.
Cool.
I just think he could have had it so they're together somehow. And
Yeah.
it's,
Instead of just being like a standalone movie. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be the second movie.
It was supposed to be
Okay,
a sequel.
so we got off topic from where I was going, but this is fine. This is fine. Now you got what's the movie coming up called?
The Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker, which is a weird name.
I'm
Like,
not even
what the fuck does
excited
that
for
mean?
it because of the
It's not
second
weird. If you watch those movies, it should make total
He's dead,
sense.
right?
No.
They
Did you
haven't-
not catch the end of Last Jedi? They're not going to be called Jedi anymore. They're going to be called Skywalkers.
Oh, no one said that.
Now, it's implied in what they were saying.
Okay.
Like that little kid that forced the broom to there. He was
I didn't
telling
know
this-
that's what they're called.
I think
told
you
the
read
story-
into it, and that's how you know.
I read a lot of things. I'm
'Cause I don't
pretty
think the
sure
movie
that's what's
said it,
going to
Yeah,
be.
the movie did not say that shit.
I didn't,
I didn't hear that at
But now
all.
it makes sense if you saying it like
Look at
that.
those Skywalkers. I never heard anyone say that.
But okay, my question is, so they're saying this is the last of the trilogy.
correct.
Does that
Of the
mean-
Skywalker saga.
So are they just done with these characters? Like,
So the Jedi?
No, they're not done.
so what's their name? Rey? Are they done with Rey?
No, they're done with the Skywalker saga. So the Skywalker saga was
How when it's gonna be called Skywalker?
Through 9.
1 through 9. So now they're starting up a different saga.
They're going to have different stories within the same universe. Sometimes they might interchange with things that we already know, and sometimes they're going to be what's coming on
Which
next.
is pretty much what Rebels is, right? It's a totally different story.
Correct. Rebels takes place during... after Return of the Jedi.
So Rey will still be in it or no?
No,
No,
she would
it's a
be
totally
like,
different
she would
character,
be like
but the same exact
she would
universe.
be a baby at that point.
I probably won't even go anymore then.
So Rebels is an
Since
animated.
Rey's out of it.
I love Rey, dude. I think she's such a good, cool character.
They haven't
she's
answered any
badass.
questions.
No,
Like,
well,
it's-
that's- like, why
that
can-
makes you intrigued, right?
Why
As long
can't
as
she-
they're
it's
doing their
like-
job.
But the movies haven't been great, so it's like like Phil said, I'm not excited for it.
I think
When
we're
did
gonna
she
find out. I
train?
think she's,
When
her,
did she train?
Her parents.
She never
her
trained.
Parents are going
We
to end
don't
up
know the
being
lineage.
someone
Well, in
Jewish.
Last Jedi, she trained a little bit. You saw her like using a lightsaber against that rock.
Quit.
So-
Oh my god. Wow. She did. Okay.
Did
But
you see some
compared
of
to
the-
Luke Skywalker's training, she didn't do shit.
It's true. Did you see some of the cut scenes from Last Jedi?
No,
When
but that
she
doesn't
ran
matter.
across the islands, across the water to go save those little people.
Why wouldn't they put that in the movie? That's
Because
some
Ryan
training.
Johnson doesn't like story.
Well, you know what I mean? That's some training.
Right. Yeah.
We're just supposed to assume that they did
So
training.
what was
That's
interesting,
basically
I
what
had,
they said.
I had a guy at work. So like the dark side, you know, there's not a lot of like Sith lords or Sith really, right? Like the Jedi. There's
I
only
think they outweigh the Jedis though.
so they originally, and Bruce, if I get something wrong here, you can correct me.
Punch him.
But they do that on purpose so they have more power. They have access to more of the dark side of the Force, and so that's why they're always that much stronger than the light, because there's
It's wilder, so like it's harder to control.
The dark
Whereas-
side?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the light side, not necessarily not as powerful, but it's steady. It's
the light.
yes, the
Yeah.
light is very steady and controllable.
Right, but like that's what would explain. So there's not a lot of Jedi in these last trilogies.
Well, because
so
they're all dead.
right, so Rey has that much more access and that much more light force to absorb, which would make her a better Jedi because she.
Is that true?
It's a theory.
It's a theory he's going with. I can see
Because
that
I
theory.
didn't think of that, but that would make sense.
But if
Right.
you watch like the Clone Wars,
The producing
and
left.
then Rebels, there are other what would you call light? What's it call them? Light Force users? Because Jedi is like a philosophy,
right,
and so is Sith.
right, yeah.
I mean, like
But
originally,
there are people that have access to
correct
the light
the
force.
force sensitive. It's really how you use the Force on where you go on the light and the dark.
Right.
So, but like they really explore what they would call the gray Jedi in Rebels and some of the novels that have put out since the new movies have come out, and the idea of the Force to be balanced is that you use both.
Right.
You keep there has to be balance for life to go up, but just like in forest fires, the fire takes away the dead parts of the forest so new life can happen. So there is use for the darkness. So you have to have a balance of both. And I'm hoping that's where they're going with this.
That'd be cool. Yeah, because I know that I feel like there's a big part of the Rey and Kylo Ren aspect going to happen. Where
Yeah.
they
They're
either
gonna-
unite. They're brother and sister, dude.
Lots of
Ooh.
theories out there. That could be.
Kylo Ren and Rey.
They better not be because Luke and Leia already did that shit.
They're not fuck, yeah, but that doesn't mean that.
I mean,
They're not brother and
she
sister.
could also be a Luke daughter. She could be a Obi-Wan granddaughter.
I feel like if she was Luke's daughter, he would have treated her differently.
Well,
think-
he
yeah, I
might not
think we-
know of her.
Very true.
I mean, I've heard rumors that one of the
my
characters in the new movie might be Mara Jade, and she's
Luke's
a
wife.
big character in the novels that they said when Disney bought them, like, oh, these novels don't exist. But she was Luke's wife. They had a son, Ben Solo. Oh, not Ben Solo. Ben Skywalker. So if they bring her in, they've done that before. Like Rebels brings in Thrawn, at Grand Admiral Thrawn. That was a huge character from the old novels, and they're like, oh, we like him. Let's bring him in. That's why recently Kathleen Kennedy in November said that Star Wars is a hard nut to crack. We don't have source materials. And then every Star Wars fan said, you got rid of like 100 novels and comic books since 1977, said they don't exist. You had the source material.
Yeah.
Why are you saying this?
Just because it wasn't canon, right?
They made it non-canon. It
Right.
used to be
Right.
canon.
Yeah.
And those stories are, for the most part, pretty rad.
Do you think we will see Baby Yoda in this upcoming movie?
No, I think the story arc of the Baby Yoda will be finished in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I love
And by the time that happens, he'd probably be another Yoda. Like, age-wise.
Well,
But I don't think
The
they're gonna bring him
Mandalorian
in.
takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. I'm just glad we all agree that The Last Jedi sucked.
I think it was okay with sucky
I
parts.
thought it was entertaining.
See, the one part that I didn't like was the whole fucking chase scene for the whole movie.
Ding. I'm sorry. So you figured out that they are tracking the front of
Yeah.
so why didn't the 7 other ships everyone just choose a point differently and jump all away so they would follow one. Instead of having 12 people living at the end of the movie, you would have thousands of them, and only one of them would got destroyed. That's a writer problem.
I find it
and
weird.
they didn't figure that out. That's stupid.
I find it weird we're going to see Princess Leia again.
Yeah, they're gonna use deleted scenes from The Last Jedi in order to like put her back in.
Well,
there.
they gotta keep it's part of the storyline. She's part of the rebellion.
It's just crazy how like remember when she was gonna die and all of a sudden she like reached out her hand and she used the force to go back.
I was
in?
like, oh, that's a good ending.
She
for her.
Mary Poppins
and then
did.
she, no, I'm back, bitch.
I'm
Oh
Mary
my
Poppins
God.
Jaw.
Damn, you died for real. Stay dead.
Damn.
That's fine.
That just
In the movie.
That's
In
a
the movie.
pretty hot take there. Did you know that her real life daughter is in the
Yeah.
both movies? Yeah.
She's in
Wait,
American
what?
Horror Story
Which
also.
one?
Her daughter, Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher's daughter,
She
is in the
had
movies.
she kind of had the same hair
which
in the
one?
movie.
Which girl?
She's a blonde girl in The Last Jedi she's in a lot of prominent scenes. She's one of the ones that are in the control room when they take over. When Hondo wanted to like do her thing.
Yeah.
So she was in there. She had a bunch of speaking roles.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
That's her and her daughter.
Oh, that's dope. Cool.
I just recognize her from American Horror Story. She's in a lot of those now.
I think I know who you're talking about. Not really, probably.
He just showed you a picture.
I know, but I know. So, what do you guys think of this beer?
It's great.
Pretty fucking delicious.
Yeah, so Batman and Joker, man, like they
Star Wars is cool. I like Star Wars.
Star Wars is great, but just, if you want to look up Batman and Joker, you got to give Bill Finger some credit. Bob Kane is the creator of Batman, they say, but Bill Finger is the one that gave him his look, created the Joker, and he never got credit. There's a good documentary on him, so look it up because it's great.
Damn. So like DC didn't have like a Stan Lee.
Well, they gave credit to Bob Kane, but Bob Kane was like, I came up with the idea, but he gave it to Bill Finger, an artist for DC at the time, and said, make them. So the way Batman looks and some of the rogues from his pantheon all were created by Bill Finger. But because back then they had like, it's like your independent contractors, so you don't get credit for shit.
Like wrestlers.
Yeah, so
Speaking of, no, just kidding.
it's okay. Wrestling's awesome. Another nerdy, but not nerdy. Some people, professional.
Not me.
Nope.
Totally not. Not nerdy to me.
not me at all.
So Bob Kane and Bill Fingers.
Bill Finger. They created Batman, and Bill Finger is credited in coming up with the
Bill
Joker.
Fingers, Bob Kane.
Bill and Bob.
Fingering.
Finger and Kane. That's cool.
Which is kind of weird. Like Batwoman's last name is Kane to honor Bob Kane.
Oh, is he dead?
Yes, he's been dead a long
Batman's
time.
name?
No, Batwoman.
Oh,
Oh.
So, since I was talking about Batman, what did you think was the best Batman movie?
Movie?
Who's your who's your favorite
This-
Batman? And
What
who-
is the best Batman movie to you? And this will get you out of the nerd level if you choose the right one.
Ooh. I hope I get the
fuck is
wrong
that
one. I hope I get
fuck
the
is that
wrong one because
Yeah,
I don't know
what
if
does
that would
that
be in
mean?
line with what you think.
mine's Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
That's not Batman.
That's not Batman. So, but
Got
you're
you
saying the
guys.
second movie for the
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight trilogy?
Is that what yours is?
No, I would say my favorite one is Batman Begins.
Oh, okay. That's a good one to you.
The one with
You like the first one best?
Yes, I like the first one best because it's set. If
It
you don't have the
does.
first one the way it goes, then the second one doesn't have the impact that it has.
So you're a story guy.
Yeah,
Because that's what
I
that
think
is.
he's made that very clear today.
No, I know, but I'm just trying because like that makes sense why he likes the first one because I like the second one. Because like I like the second one, but he's all like, no, you don't have that one without this one.
You don't have his background. You don't have the
yeah, but
Ra's
I
al
still
Ghul
like- but
aspect. The Ra's
second
al
one is
Ghul.
fucking great.
Yeah.
the
then I
second
love
one
how
is
they-
great.
It is.
Great movie,
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have anything.
overall. I have to give the other one.
So I like good writing, but I think I enjoy better performance, and that's why I like Heath Ledger's Joker. Like I like that movie better, the best, because the performance of the actors and shit like took it to another level.
Oh, and Heath
That's
Ledger's
why-
Joker is great, but he's not the best Joker.
Whoa.
Who is?
He doesn't even see.
Caesar Romero, Batman '66.
He hasn't even. You haven't seen the new.
It's
the
true.
new
I haven't seen
Joker.
the new Joker,
It
but
is.
I don't think it changes mine.
No.
to bring up from comic books, my expertise. Recently, Batman got in what they call the Morbius chair, and he could ask any question. He asked, "Who is the Joker?" And there's 3 Jokers. Is what the Morbius chair tells him, and he's always thought it was the same one. So a lot of people in comic book world hated that decision because adding any kind of like definite story to the Joker takes away from the Joker, and I agree with that.
Just like attitude, things he does, and stuff like that.
He should be a mystery and always be a mystery about anything he does. Who he is, I don't want to know.
The Joker is an entity.
It's a mindset.
Correct. Yeah, Gotham.
So that's
the
how
TV show Gotham kind of touched base on that. There were multiple Joker-esque things.
So that's how
Okay,
they're kind
but
of going with
Who
the new
did you
one.
say was the best Joker?
To me, it was Cesar Romero.
And he was what? And what?
He's from the TV show from the 60s, the Adam West Batman.
Oh, okay. So he was like actual. Yeah.
The Clown Prince of Crime came from that.
Yeah. Okay.
So they kind of like established the more than one Joker type situation because in the new movie, the guy is the Joker. He becomes the Joker, but then it's so far in the past. It's like in the 70s, 80s.
It's when Bruce Wayne was a kid.
Yeah.
He's probably like 8 or 9.
So they're saying that that's
But
not
the Joker is
that
always-
spawned the Joker.
10-ish. It's undefined, but he was always older than the Batman.
This would
is
be
way
way,
over.
too far. He's
Like-
probably in his 40s, 30s, 40s, and Bruce is like 10. So I don't think he's like 30 years older.
Well, that's
than
the
Batman.
theory, though. It's like this is the Joker that spawned the Joker.
Yeah, the idea because they have a riot and everyone's wearing the clown masks.
Because if you
and-
think about it, like
I haven't seen the movie, so when you say everyone's wearing a clown mask, it invokes to me because we're in
evokes the
November.
riots.
Have you ever seen like the Hugo Weaving movie, the 5th of November, V for Vendetta?
yes,
Yeah.
love it.
So like, does it kind of like that where they all put on the Guy Fawkes mask and stuff like that?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah. They all start
Just
rioting.
anti-government,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah,
Yep.
just to praise him
Yep.
because of what he's done throughout the movie.
In a way, the Joker's kind of a good guy.
They
in that
make
movie.
it. They make it out so you root for him. He's had all these things wrong with him. Everything's going bad for him. Everyone makes fun of him, and then you learn that. I don't.
I mean, some of the best villains, you see why they're doing it, and you're
Right,
like, well,
that's-
I think you're going too far, but you're not far from what you should be doing.
Right. It's exactly
You're still
what that
killing
is.
people.
Yeah.
But you're still bad.
Right.
You can't have a revolution without a drop of blood.
Yeah, but he wasn't really killing bad people.
But that's the
good
thing,
people.
though.
He
You're
was
still killing
bad
people. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
you're still.
but
a
still, he
murderer.
kind of had.
He wasn't killing bad people. He was
It's kind of
killing
like a sense
people
of justice, honestly. He's like a
Right. Yeah. They
vigilante.
were bad to him.
Yeah, and to
But
us,
that's
we
what
all
makes
saw it
Batman the hero because he didn't kill anybody.
until he did
true.
in Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, fuck that
we
movie. dude.
disregard
fuck,
that.
Fuck that whole
And-
series. that they
and the
just
fact
made.
that
Batman used
his-
to kill people.
I mean, people forget about this, but Batman '88, the Batman movie with Michael Keaton, he used guns on his car. he would never use a gun in the comic books. Like
I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Batman,
it's crazy. Like, and people are just like, oh, we don't have a Batman movie. It's like, we don't care. But
Yeah.
comic book people remember, like, why
Dude.
is he fucking using guns?
Okay, so you haven't seen the new Joker, but I recommend it. When
You're
you get a
gonna love
chance.
it.
I will see it.
It's a slow burn. I will say that. It's
The
a
first
slow
half.
So
burn.
you're saying that I'm going to just really love it because I like story. And
Yeah.
slow burns
Very
are
good.
story.
Oh man.
You want
You're gonna love
backstory?
it.
Yeah, you
The
got
getting
it.
pays off if you.
Yes,
put
it
in
does.
Oh, the ending is fucking
Because it
madness.
sets everything up and justifies and makes everything make sense. In the end, you're just like, all right, yep.
Because you're waiting for that moment. You're waiting.
You're waiting for him to
And
snap, and there's like 7 different
things that
events
make
that
him snap.
happen. It's like, okay, this is it. He's gonna snap, and then he doesn't. It's just like
It's a beautiful movie, dude. I loved it.
it was
Beautiful.
amazing.
it is really good.
It should win awards
I
for the
didn't
way
like
it was
it.
shot.
I didn't like it in the
possible. They
really
might give it
good.
to him the first non-posthumous award for Oscar.
I think I found it hilarious. I think I told you that they had maybe it was someone else, but that they were already working on a sequel.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
then
they're thinking
It's
about it.
false.
They already came out and said that neither of them have that nothing's been written. Neither have been approached about a sequel. Joaquin or
That might
the
be
director.
good. You don't maybe want to water down that performance, you know. And just speaking of water down, I wish I bought more than 4 of these because I'm ready for another one.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, good
Yep.
transition. So let's do the ratings then.
Okay.
That's easy. 4.75. I've never
Wow.
I've had some really good beers in my life. I've drank so many beers, and I've had a lot of stouts. I've never, ever had a stout as good as this. I can't give it a 5 because it didn't knock me out of my shoes or anything like that.
5 is
but
perfect.
4.75, easy.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I give it a 4. It was a good stout. I mean, it was good. I don't love peanut butter as much as you guys are making it out to be, but it didn't taste bad, and it had a very good aftertaste. So, I mean, a 4 is a good score.
Yeah, it's very good, but you're still trash.
I would say 4.
Nice.
Oh, you're trash too.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
I think
4 is good.
for me though, it's like I don't really like chocolate as a thing, but the peanut butter mixed in with it tastes fucking great. Not really a stout guy, but I'm still 4 is pretty high for me.
Is it really a stout? I mean, I
a
think
milk
the
stout,
milk
yes.
stouts are like, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a dessert beer. A lot of people like calling different dessert wines and dessert beers. I think it's a beer. I don't want to like say that it's a dessert beer.
Yeah, I don't think
it's a beer.
Yeah. If
And-
it's like something I would be like drinking at like, any time, I think I would drink this. I wouldn't just wait till I'm done with dinner and be like,
Leinenkugels have a berry Weiss. It's very good. I can only have one because it's so sweet. That to me is dessert beer. I can have multiple of these and be
Right.
having no problems. That's a
Yeah.
beer to me.
Right.
yeah. Like I was telling him earlier, like, because Dark Lord kind of reminds me of this, but like obviously it's the peanut butter chocolate
Yeah.
one. And they have different varieties of Dark Lord. I had one that was vanilla, and then I had one that was like marshmallow. Marshmallow's fucking great. See, you don't think of that, but marshmallow fucking chocolate stouts, milk stouts are fucking amazing.
I can see that being
You know,
very
when
good.
you put like different kinds of flavors with the chocolate to kind of ease off on the chocolate, it's fucking great. And that's what they do with Dark Lord every year. They do varieties.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I know it's a totally tangent, but Barry Weiss from Leinenkugels is great in chili. Make your chili with it.
Yeah, excuse me?
We're mixing beers now and chili.
No, it's very good. It gives you
I've
that.
heard of like mixing like regular like beer and chili, but
No,
not.
put the Barry Weiss in there. It gives you that slight sweetness.
Yeah.
I have a friend down in Bloomington that used to put a chocolate Hershey's bar on top of his chili when it's done. That had the
Let it
chocolate
melt.
melt down to give it like a sweetness. But you wouldn't have to do that. You could just put the beer in there as it's cooking, and that berry sweetness will go over all everything.
That's a pretty good idea.
I know it's a tangent, but
I should put this in my cake.
yeah, they make
Ooh.
there's such a thing as Guinness cake. I can see this going in that too.
That'd be good.
Exactly. I didn't get mine yet. I would give a 4.5.
4.5, that's a pretty high score for you, bud.
It is, but this is probably the best stout I've ever had. I'm a huge fan of peanut butter, and it's like I said before, this is what I always pictured a peanut butter chocolate milk stout to taste like.
Yeah.
This is what I've always pictured it to taste like, and it's good.
It is pretty good.
Excellent.
So-
The absence of light. A good name for a beer too.
Yeah, that is a
Absence of
cool
And
Right.
for the discussion we just had about Star Wars.
Yes.
That is perfect. We should have just did that. But then Dark Knight too, you know. So,
Yep.
That's what,
Dang.
yeah.
so I want to thank everybody for I want to thank everybody for coming out today.
No problem.
Bruce, shout out. You gave us the beers. That's awesome.
Flip the script on you.
Good
I brought the
choices.
beers.
Gonna have to give me that link for that website though.
Which one?
The one that you ordered.
The order.
All
No,
these.
Craft Shack.
Craftshack.com.
Yep, that's
Okay.
right.
Because my cousin wants to know. He was going to order some because I was sending him pictures of these. He's like, "What? Where'd you get those?" Yeah. So
Craft Shack, I got the El Segundo. I'm signing up for email, so whenever it comes into stock, they let me know.
Nice.
Yeah. See,
It was so good.
It comes in a prepackaged. They form the plastic or the carton, I guess, around your things. So they have a nice little video on their website showing you how many beers at what size you can get in there. So because it's a flat shipping, so once you go over a box, then you have a next box. So they'll teach you what to order, so you can get it all in one box to bring your costs down.
Which is good.
It's a flat rate shipping of $35 per box. So
Put as much in it as possible.
shipping is $35.
for the box, yes.
But if you get like
That's why your beer normally was, I think it was $6.99 for the Stone Cold beer.
Yeah.
Was $10 for me because
Right. That's,
of the shipping.
yeah, for sure. That's cool.
And
Yeah.
I think it's worth $10
absolutely,
personally.
that was pretty good.
Yeah. If I was drinking 6 of those, hell yeah.
You'd be lit.
I have at
You,
least
you,
one.
you bought two,
I have
so
at least
I know
one
you have
more,
another
so
one.
I'm gonna have to drink.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel fucking good now.
Hell yeah! All right, Phil, you got any social media to plug?
I have Facebook. I mean, that might date me. That's about it.
Okay.
So look them up on
I still use
Facebook.
PayPal. Ooh, guess what? My email address? AOL.
I still have an AOL. Mine's
Are you
AOL.
serious?
That's right.
What's
Why
yours? A
change?
Gmail?
Why change? I've had it since 1995. I
God-
used to remember
God damn.
paying per minute for AOL. So
That's
Would love to
hilarious.
see that spam folder.
you couldn't lift it.
Honer, you got anything to plug?
PE Town on Twitter, Honer Creations on Instagram and Facebook.
Stupid videos for stupid people like
Dumbass
me.
videos.
It's not done. They're great videos, and I gave him some ideas. I wish we could do them.
Oh, dude, me too. They're fucking good. I want to just like do more videos, but I want to break.
I still think the one where I'm sitting around a table with cardboard cutouts.
Oh,
of all of
that
you,
would be
I think would be
hilarious.
hilarious.
That'd be
He was
awesome.
telling me something that you talked to him about, but that would be funny. Follow me at GarrettJames72 on Instagram and Twitter.
Right on. And you can follow Drunk with Buds at Buds Drunk on Twitter and Drunk with Buds on Instagram. Also, teespring.com/store/Drunk with Buds. Buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt now.
Buy shirts.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. And again, Bruce, thank you for the beers. These are perfect. Definitely, probably the highest rated show I've ever had.
Yeah.
Because these are fucking good.
Absolutely.
These are really good.
And I hope to have you on again. We can talk about
No problem. I got
Wait,
good taste.
maybe after Star Wars.
Well, you didn't ask the question.
What was the question?
If this was the last, would this?
Oh, okay. Before we go, God damn it. Would you get this beer at a bar?
On last call. You had last call. Would this be a beer that you would order?
Definitely the
Peanut butter?
the absence of light. I would either one. I would be happy with.
Yeah. I agree. I would do the same.
Oh yeah, I would go with the which one though? Out of the two, which
Out
one?
of the two,
You
well,
had to
I
go
think
home-
for the
you had to go home with
experience,
one.
I'd go home with one. I take the Broken Skull IPA only because someone's
Right.
getting stunnered afterwards.
Phil Honer. You had
Same.
to choose two to go.
Last call.
You had to choose one.
I would definitely take the Broken Skull because it was like not as strong. Like now, this is like the chocolatey flavor. I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of over it because I just want more like actual beer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's last call, so you don't have the opportunity to get more beer. So
Yeah, so
that's
then
the
I'll-
last.
yeah,
so
so I'm
you're
gonna
kind
get
of
another
finishing
burger.
it, kind of like a dessert. You get this nice,
No, you ain't gonna persuade me, motherfucker. I'm gonna get a Broken Skull.
and that's the wrap.
You can say.
Your diplomacy.
I'd
skill
probably
is
take
lacking.
the absence of light just because, like I was just saying, it's the last of it. It's the last thing you're gonna drink. It tastes delicious and it'll fill you up and it'll give you that last buzz, the 7.1% to kind of get you to the end of the night.
Exactly. That's exactly why I would take it because it's stronger, and the taste is there. The taste is there.
Yep.
So going home, like I need to prolong my buzz as long as possible. So this probably be the one.
I will say tonight's beers or today, I have a buzz, and that's hard for me. That's
Two beers.
That's hard for me. I have a light buzz. I have a pretty high metabolism. I can burn things off pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it just a little bit.
So am I. I'm
Two
feeling it.
freaking beers.
I'm with you.
And I
There's a
ate
bunch of
food.
bitches.
We need some bottomless mimosas.
What?
Saturday.
All right, guys. Thank you
It's
for joining
Friday.
Drunk with Buds. We'll see
Yeah.
you whenever the fuck I do another episode.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey.
Please drink responsibly. If you have or suspect you may have an alcohol addiction, please consult your healthcare provider.